Four teams. We're down to the last four then, the penultimate round in this fine competition. The two teams ahead of us here have their eyes firmly fixed on the grand prize. They both believe it is within their compass. Having come this far, they're entitled to believe that. The competition has provided us with a lot of drama up to this point, and I'm sure there is plenty more to come before it reaches its ultimate climax. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. It is extraordinary to think we've already reached this stage. Just this game, and then the final.
Well, one of the occasions of the calendar, and in an atmosphere to match. We may well see a high-octane contest where both really look to test respective defences. I sincerely hope we avoid the alternative, which is a potential game of chess. Nobody wants that. It deserves much more.
And already we're underway here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Ciro Immobile. He's your classic striker, Peter. Absolutely lethal when he's got a sight of goal. He can play both on the shoulder of the defender or as a kind of...
He's had a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
He almost benefited from some real generosity. No wonder the keeper's going nuts.
Gerson. And here's Muriel. Piazza. Gerson. There too. Oh, really good feet from him. Gerson. And here's Muriel. Lewis shot a goal! Oh, the ball's come loose. Oh, sweet feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Shooting chance!
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
Berisha.
Lazio have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
Piazza plays it out to the flank. That'll be a throw-in. Hoists it forward. And here's Immobile. Cut out in the nick of time. Gerson. Piazza. Played out to the right. Piazza. Forward it goes. Jordan Lukaku. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Ball swung in. And it was always going to be the keepers. Piazza. Now it's Muriel. There too. Gerson. And here's Muriel. Cleared without complication. Radu can get it clear. Hits one! Well, that's caused a worry or two.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And it's Immobile. Savic. Gets it back. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Gets up to head it! Well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
And it's played forward. Piazza. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Radu. Jordan Lukaku. Luis Felipe. Radu goes looking. Berisha. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. I think they've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. Here we go again, then. So, deadlock still as the second half begins. Radu. Patrick. Berisha. And here's Immobile. Big chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Lazio desperately needs someone to hold up the ball here. And here, and the finish! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Immobile simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Savic plays it short. A chance to play it in. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Gerson. Hit long and direct. Looks to play him in, but a minor communications breakdown. glance at goal. Berisha. Savic. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And it's Correa. Savic. Lovely bit of skill. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again.
Well, I'm a believer in having faith in your ability, but he's overdone it then.
Across the field it goes. Chiesa. Chiesa. Gerson. Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Gone for a throw-in. He's got options out wide. There are a few waiting for it. Has a goal! Chiesa. There too. He's had a goal! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. It's going to be a double change then. Towering header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Played in deep.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance.
It's Immobile! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And there goes the final whistle. Fiorentina have been held here, and that means they'll have to do it away. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim? Well, no question this semi-final hasn't quite come to life in the manner that most experts had anticipated, but there's been no end to the debates and talking points in terms of how it will play out going forward. The pre-game press conference was certainly an amusing one, both camps stating categorically that they are ready to attack. Perhaps they have no choice. It is anyone's guess as to the tactical shape of the game. Certainly no shortage of encouragement in terms of supporter base for either team. Which one will have enough? Of course, the tifosi of Lazio have always been known for their extraordinary passion, something which is so very evident here today. Well, a considerably greater sense of urgency all round this time, naturally so. Going for goal! They've scored!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Quick, decisive and unerring, a textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. Marosic. Now it's De La Feu. Plays it into the box. Tries to get it clear. Forward it goes. And back to base. Acerbi.
Lazio have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
A real chance to break. Foot in. Jesson. Immobile displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Now it's De La Feu. Immobile. De La Feu goes for goal!
Lazio are so well practiced in the art of keeping the ball through wonderful passing and movement, and a real appetite to ensure it's reflected in their goal count.
Done very well to intervene. Acerbi. Well, this is a fascinating tie. Tight, exciting, energetic. Gerson. Dinks one in. Nice little chip. Luis Felipe is there to heave it away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
It's Muriel! There was plenty of power on that. Immobile looking to get on the end of this. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Chiesa, who has made his impact already. Jordan Lukaku. Jordan Lukaku plays it forward. Luis Alberto looking to run onto it. It's come loose. Chiesa. Gerson. That is terrific skill. Jesson. That's sprayed out wide. Looks to clip it forward. Mirante will lay claim to that. Jordan Lukaku. Savic. And here's De La Feu. Immobile hits it! Chiesa. And here's Muriel. Shot, he's gone for it! Goal! Fiorentina! And they're back in front.
Oh, what a cracking goal, but a cracking touch as well. That's what made it for me. That's brilliant play all round.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Half-time in the semi-final. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers...
Tries a shot! It's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Chiesa. And here's Muriel. He's there to receive it. Luis Felipe gets rid without sophistication. Luis Alberto. Chiesa. Goes for goal! A great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Acerbi with the clearance. De La Feu spreads it towards the left. Jordan Lukaku.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
Chiesa. Jessen. Marusic. Marusic drives it forward. And here's Immobile. He's gone for it! Lacking in accuracy. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Luis Muriel, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Well, has he done enough since his goal? Is the...
Oh, real danger here! And he's... Big chance! Must be! Room for a shot. Mirante demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. And here's Simeone. Tries lifting it over. And through to the goalkeeper. Savic. Well played, he saw that coming. And the counter is on. Chiesa tries to stroke it through. We can get that clear. Savic Pace to get it forward quickly. And here's Immobile. Deulofeu. Goalkeeper's ball. Chiesa. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he was thinking about headlines, I'm sure, but he ought to focus more on breaking lines.
And has a hit! And that would have been game, set and match.
He'll be fuming with himself for not converting. He could have killed it off.
And it's a Serbi. Out to the left it goes. Heads it! Yes! What a great header. Got plenty on that.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rescue the situation, and it needs to be any time now, really.
And he has been fouled there. Fuchs positions himself well and cuts it out. Fiorentina need to hold on for a few more moments. And that's that. Fiorentina are through to the final. See what it means to them as well. The will is there, the belief is there. Next up, the big... So here we are, just waiting for the first of the quarter-finals to get underway. 2 of 8 already battle-hardened teams getting ready to oust each other if they can in a very short while from now. This all in a bid to be called champions of Europe. Expectations have shot through the roof as we've moved on a stage. There is a definite belief in both camps that this could be their year, a feeling that can only get stronger with every game from now on. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture-perfect for a game of this nature. A truly big night of football here ahead of us. It always is when this competition is in town.
Well, we're at the stage, Peter, when the dream becomes believable. The stage of the season when everything takes on a tougher, more pressurised edge. When you want to win all you can, but might have to settle for one, this would be worth settling for, believe me.
And already we're underway here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Casemiro. He gives them some real defensive steel in the middle of the park, Peter. What he's particularly good at is nipping opposition attacks in the bud and preventing them from getting any real momentum going. He's also a bit of a shooting threat from long range too, so opposing defences will have to beware of that, and very much so.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So who's he picking out? He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. There too. And here's Muriel. Finds it. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Goes for it! Chiesa! And he just whacks it away. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Luis Muriel tries a shot! Goal! Fiorentina! And it's Fiorentina who take the lead. And that's it. That was always inevitable. Fiorentina draw first blood here.
And that ought to be the trigger for a really exciting and entertaining game from here on. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And here's Muriel. That's great strength on the ball. Danger averted for now. Ball's gone out of play. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Rafael Varane. It's a prop shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Reguilon. Valverde. Forward it goes. Defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure it's Bale! And the ball's come loose! Cleared without complication. A chance to play it in. Bale, shot at goal! Same again, same outcome.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Valverde hoists it forward. Now a chance to break. Ceballos clips one through. Whistle's gone, that's foul. There too. Coleman. Chiesa. There too. Tries to dink it in. Reguilon is there to heave it away. This possibly the last play of the half. Massive leap! And the whistle goes for half-time. So there you have it, a close-sport half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to go in with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Fiorentina come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. Oh, shooting chance! And he's there to hoof it away. Time to deliver. Valverde going full tilt down the left. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Luis Muriel. Odriozola. Gerson. Tries to get it forward quickly. Chiesa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Chiesa is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
And it's played forward. He's got the ball glued to his feet. Can he deliver?
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
Gets wrestled off the ball. Gerson. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
It's an towering header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Bale goes for goal! Straight at the keeper.
Bale quickly realised that he could have a pop. Not his best.
Forward it goes. Chiesa. Toni Kroos. And it's Bale. Now it's Muriel. Plays it out to the flank. And that's been won straight back.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
There too.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Casemiro. Toni Kroos. Fiorentina leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Rafael Varane. And here's Bale. What a ball this is, and the finish! Oh, that could cost them.
Oh, he can't hide away from how important that was.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Cuts it out. Just 5 minutes left. Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Benzema.
Look, with time running out, they have to get the ball in the penalty box, and if it means a long punt, then so be it. They've got to give themselves a chance.
Gerson. In comes the cross.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Looks to clip it forward. And through to the goalkeeper. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Fiorentina win at home. 90 minutes still to play on the road, but they have a lead to cling to. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a result which owed much...